Hi Flosstube, it's Shelly KX Stitch on Instagram and It's Only Stitching here on YouTube. It's Thursday, March 7th, about 2:30, it's 70 degrees. Beautiful day. I'm here at the beach. I do not have everything with me, but oh well, I'm still gonna do a Flosstube. I started and finished Patriotic Tiny Town because I ordered some Tiny Towns from Market, so I thought, oh, I better finish some of the ones I have. I also finished Blooming Tiny Town that I had almost finished, but that is not with me. So this is on Whirlpool, Picture This Plus, 16 count, and I changed the colors. I just picked some colors that were red, white, and blue, right? So it's very cute, and I'm gonna make this into a little pillow. I've given my mom like 2 other little pillows of, I think the Christmas and spring. No, spring is blooming. I don't know what the other one was. I gave my mom 2 little towns, so she puts them up like on her buffet. And on this fabric was a little Prairie Schooler ornament of Little Red Riding Hood. I don't know why I made the wolf that color, because he's kind of brown. I think of wolves as gray, so I don't know what I did. I started this on Leap Day, February 29th. So this is by Barbara Anna, and it's the October monthly stitch from this year's keepsake calendar, which I think is Annie's. Who puts this out? It's not Keepsakes, the cross stitched art, it's Craftways. So it's almost Halloween, but it's not quite. So that's good. It's more just October in general. So I worked on this 2 different days and got this much done. I'm using, I think it's chalkboard by Witchell, so it's a little bit lighter than black. And that's as big as it is from top to bottom and side to side. And I don't think I'm gonna stitch in the black, like the buildings are supposed to be black on the front here. And I think they're gonna look okay. I might have to go back and stitch them in. See, that's how they are. It's charted to be full coverage, so I was hoping to get away with not stitching some of the stitches. It's a very Barbara Anna month so far, I'd say. This is Colorscapes, but this is PTP Mirage. I think Colorscapes was a line of certain colors of theirs or something. This is Barbara Anna Christmas Tree, and I had to order this from Nitka Moscow in a big tube a while ago. And so this is the tree trunk, and I had started it on the even weave they had sent with the kit, but I couldn't stand it, so I started it over, and I got over there to do that little elf with a Christmas pudding. And then these are gonna hang down from a branch that goes across. I think about all I had done before is the stupid trunk, so I'm not looking forward to doing that again. And this is all in, I think it's DMC. Yeah, DMC. So most of the black is really 3371. But that's fun, and I'm glad I restarted it because every time I thought about it, I'm like, oh, I hate that fabric. So it's good that I started it over. I worked a little bit on this one, Grant House 1865 sampler by Chessie and Me. It fell off of its backing. Usually looks like that. It's a real photo. And this is on, I think it's on Wren by PTP. Label fell off, or it took it off, or who knows what happened. But this is it so far. And I know I filled in all the house, I filled in down here, put in the 1865s, did the tree. I did do a lot. I was like, oh, I'm supposed to finish it for the November election, not Super Tuesday that we just had. I better slow my roll. So, and I think I also put in all these little doodads too. So there really isn't so much left on this. I have to finish the eagle. The eagle's head is supposed to be French knots, and I tried it, looked horrible, so it's gonna be X's. And I had to rechart this to make those bigger, which I've said before. Oh, and I'm gonna put Preserve the Union. Where is that? Oh, Preserve the Union is up here over one. So that's going to go down here. And it fits almost perfectly without too much charting. Like I just picked a font like this and it was fine. Or I guess I just used this font. I don't know what I did. I looked at it and I thought, oh, it fits down there. So, yep, this is pretty much done. You know, in my mind it's pretty much done. And then I'm going to start this one. Lincoln Home 1860 sampler. I haven't looked into all the words at the bottom. Oh, I saw Vicky Stitch and Button. She was working on the Gettysburg Address. I want to do that one day. I had to memorize that when I was in, I think, middle school. I went to a K-8 school, so I'm not really sure what year it was. I know it was at that school sometime. We had to do the opening part of that Gettysburg Address. I like to see a man proud of the place in which he lives. I like to see a man live so that his place is proud of him. Obviously a Lincoln quote because this is Lincoln. I have a friend who really likes Lincoln. So it doesn't really even have like, I have a silhouette of Lincoln's head or maybe bust from Prairie Schooler. Maybe that would be better if I put that in there. I don't know. We shall see. Oh, and here's another Chessie Me. I worked on this a lot. Mary Lindsay. This thing is pretty big. I've barely started all those alphabets on top. So, and this is on some weird, this is on like a really soft Witchell color. Yeah, here we go. It is French Cafe Mocha. 16 count. Yeah, Witchell. And when you look on 123 Stitch, it says very soft. So it doesn't say the fabric content, but it must have something in it besides cotton. But it feels nice. Because I got a Jobelan Ada a couple times and oh my gosh, that did not feel nice. It was scratchy and weird. So I did the words at the bottom. I did almost all of this flower thing. I think I did all the flowers. I had the vase done. And then I did all the little, these little flowers like this. So this one, that one, this one, this one. And then I started doing the numbers up there. And then I did, this is a swan, which you can't see that well. And you can't see it that well in this either because it's right here. So it's gonna have some green grass underneath it. Then I just have a lot of letters. Should have started the letters before. Because I hate it when I have a bunch of samplers that are all left at that spot with, oh, I got a bunch of letters. So I should switch back and forth between letters and cute little motifs on this one. And then since it's Lenten, we're running up to Easter. I have another one. This one I really got for Christmas because Jesus is a baby in this one. This is called Madonna of the Streets by Artisy, artwork by Roberto Ferruzzi. But I decided, oh, I should just work on one of them at Advent and Lent, like both seasons. So I was working on this one a little bit. Oh, and this totally reminds me, my grandson was just born. I'm still so tired. We had to go in the middle of the night one night to watch the almost 3-year-old. So this one I did, his face was like half done. So I finished most of his face and her face had some stuff like the top of her head. And then all this is just, I think, 210 or dark brown. So that's gonna be easy to fill in. And that is what I worked. I think I worked on this twice. So maybe I just pull it out to work on during the season. It's fine. Oh my gosh, I tipped over a full cup of water and it spilled into a bag of cross stitch stuff. So most of the stuff I took out. One thing I lost because I didn't notice it. And so that one mildewed, but that's okay. It was small. It was the Drawn Thread Seasons of Change. It had that Ecclesiastes little saying, to everything there is a season. So I worked on Frida, and this is on some the Stitch Me Periwinkle. And I had filled in see there's still like purple that's unstitched for her nose and her eyes, and they had you fill it in with this light off-white, and you couldn't even see it at all. So I'm gonna do it a little bit darker so at least you can see it, because I think I got used to the purple and it really showing up. Then I filled in a bunch of her skirt, and I filled in the rest of her sleeves, and I think I found this color, like one of the greens, so I did some of the leaves too. And so this is getting very close to being done. It just has, let's see what's on the other side. I guess it has another flower over there. And then the bottom I have to do too. Yeah, it's just like a ruffle on her dress. So I love Barbariana, can you tell? And here's another one. This one I didn't have a cover page. I got this on Creative Poppy. This is called Summer Cat, and I started this for Angela. Angela loves to stitch her birthday, and I just filled in the cat face. It was really funny because I did this one and I did the Barbariana one, and it's like, oh, all I did was fill in. You can't even really, you know, it's not super different than it used to be. And then I started filling in the sun some more. And this is on some Luminous Fiber Arts Indigo. Some Misty's fabric. It's a little, it's like that dark. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I saw a preview for PNPS, Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine online, because I get the hard copy and the digital. So it says, oh, it's coming early March. I'm like, it is early March, come on. So I looked at, and there were previews of what was going to be in there, and there's a cute cat from Barbariana. For some reason, I worked on Marie Cornu. I don't know why. Because I have a list of 12 that I'm supposed to work on from my online quilting email group, and it called Mary Bars by Stacy Nash, and I was just looking at it and going, man, the colors don't look right on my fabric. I've seen, I think it was Celeste finish it, Celeste Creates, and mine just, the colors just don't look right, so I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna work on that one. So I don't know why. That might be why I picked this one up. This is not even on my list for that quilting group. But Amy Gable Stitcher was working on this, and that's what made me start it. And this is on, I don't even know what this fabric is. It's not PTP. So here it is so far, and this is how big it is. It's big. So all I did was work on D, E, and F. And this H is down one stitch too far, but I think I'm just leaving it. I mean, just the little tail of the H goes down one too far, like right in here. So it's only like probably 4 stitches. Maybe I'll take it out one of these days. But I really like the, it looks like Berlin woolwork style. And there's a lot of those little things right here. So I'm looking forward to doing those. So I thought, oh, I'm gonna finish my thread and then go down here and do that. And this is charted in Soie d'Alger or DMC. And I know I'm using some DMC and some, this is Deep Blue Sea, but I think it's gassed. So that one is big and beautiful. I still think she's so pretty. I'm trying not to start another Reflate a Soie until I finish that one. And this one, here's another, I don't have a picture of this one. This is my stepmom sampler that she gave me, and I've been working on it to try and finish it. Amy, Mrs. Flossie, is charting it, or an adaptation of it. This is on Heartland by PTP, and I made a huge mistake. I had a whole bunch done up here that I had to rip out like that much. I looked at it, I'm like, it doesn't really seem to be lining up with these funky lines. Because first I thought the lines were wrong, which would have been better because that's only that much. So I ripped all that out last night, and I put in this and that and this and this, this crown thing or whatever that is. Yeah, this whole piece I put in. So it's pretty. I still have to put the shoes on Adam and Eve because they have shoes. So I'm not even sure if I showed this very much. Like, you could maybe be seeing this for the first time with very much done on it at all. I left this at my daughter's house for a couple weeks, and then I went over there, and then I forgot it again. Then I went over again because the baby had a doctor's appointment for a recheck like on day 2. My kids just went after 2 weeks, so I don't know. So anyway, I went over there again and I remembered it. So that was good. Okay, here's the list of things I didn't bring with me. Jane Fittis by Hats. That one was called for February for my email quilting group. People we've been together with for maybe 25, 26 years, a long time. And there's a UFO list. It's like WIPGO. It's 12 projects for the year. So I worked a ton on Jane Fittis. And so that is pretty close to being done. And then I told you I finished Tiny Bloomingtown. And the other ones I didn't bring. I finished Stacy Nash Pig Pin Keep. It's a big pig with I think 5 or so little piggies. So I did like 2.5 piggies. And then it's supposed to have like daisies on the side and roses on the bottom. So, and then it says pins. So I put the pin sign on the bottom, just did like 3 flowers and did 2 daisies and then called it good because it's already like 6 inches. It's like, this is one big pin keep. And then I worked a little bit on Opening Gambit by Long Dog, and that's a chess themed one. And I hardly did anything on that. I'm working on the castle, so I'll try and remember to show all those. And then I worked some more on Noah's Webster. I even looked back at my last Flosstube, which I hate looking back at. And I saw what I had done. So I put the little arc is now started in the middle. And I realized I'm like 2 stitches too high. So the trees are gonna either have to be shortened or, you know, of course. Can I do it right? No. It's supposed to be easy, right? It's one color. So those are the things that are at home that I did not show. And then I decided to look at a couple of things to start for new starts. My birthday's in May. I'm turning 60. I was gonna try and, you know, think of something to do, and I keep having all these ideas. I'm like, forget it. I'm just gonna start whatever I start and try and finish things, and that'll be it. Like nothing really, no plan that I really have to adhere to because I'm so bad at that. So I saw Celeste doing the 2 samplers from Honeysuckle Manor. This is one of them, so that's the one I want to start. And the other one is this one. She did them for her two grandmothers. So I was looking at that one, which I think is just Margaret Harris might be the name of the sampler. So I cut this off the bottom of my, oops, sorry for that, Christmas garden. And then I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to pick different colors. So then today, forever, I was looking at floss and I'm like, sometimes you just gotta stop, even though you don't know if you're done or not. Cause look at this, I'm like, oh, cause it only takes like 5 colors, right? So it has to be 1 green or 2 greens. I'm like, ooh, maybe this one, maybe that one. So maybe mine will have more greens than that's supposed to. And then the other ones I was thinking of starting, I went through everything to try and like weed out stuff and clean up, and so I found some stuff that I definitely wanted to start. I was doing some patriotic stuff for smalls for my mom, so I wanted to do this one by Little House, and it's part of Early Americans number 5, Freedom. And then I had a bunch more Blackbirds. I'm like, why don't I ever start these? And I know Celeste has done a lot of these because she likes blue, so I'm sure that's where I saw them finished recently. The Light Upon the Lawn. And this is Loose Feathers for the Birds, number 2. The Last Ripe Berries. I think these are all Loose Feathers, yeah, number 9. These 3, and this is, hear the crickets sing? Yeah, and it's Spring Fever. So I think I thought I was gonna put these, let me see what I was gonna do. I don't know. I was gonna put 2 birds with a house, but I like a lot of these, so I'm not putting these all together though, like Anniversaries at the Heart. Oh my gosh, that was a slog. That made me not want to stitch Blackbird, so I don't think I'll be doing that. So this one is called Pleasure of the Fleeting Year. But this looks like these colors, doesn't it? I think those would be pretty together. The 2 birds on the side of the house. So I don't know, we'll see. And then this is an old one, Garden of Life. This is the same thing. This is Loose Feathers. No, it's not for the birds though. Pattern 21. I'm pretty sure this one's out of print. I'm like, I should stitch my out of print Blackbird before they're back in print and sell them. And this one, I know Catherine from Neat and Not by the Sea. Hola. She was talking about why are we so hung up on counting? Like, really, does everything have to be so counted? And I always say that, like, when something is like this, it's just kind of viney. I'm just going to freehand and just do it. So this one, I'm going to try and just do that without counting. Just go do something and figure it out. Leave some space. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. We'll see if it's more work than just following the pattern. Because I find that sometimes, you know, like, oh, I'm going to change this. Oh, it's way more work. And then the two big ones that I want to start is, somebody just showed this. Who showed this? Oh, they just finished it and had it framed. The winter is past. This might be Karen Combs. She might have done this. She's got a great floss tube. Hi Karen, if you're watching. Yeah, she did this like on over one on, I don't know what it was, 40. It was very small. It's so cute. I'm not doing it over one. It's gonna be over 2 on 16, of course. And this one always sticks in my mind. Merrily We Welcome Spring. It is just huge, and I really like it. Let's see how big it is. This is big for Blackbird, 273 by 275. So hey, it's almost square. Interesting. The bottom border is different than the other 3 borders. So one day I'm going to do this one, because this one I always think about. And this one too, you know why? Because I really like how they did the letters in the alphabet, like capital and then lowercase through the whole thing. And I also really like blue. Like after pink, I really like blue and aqua and gray. So, ooh, look at this frame. It's so pretty, isn't it? It's like burled wood. Okay, I think that's it. Did I have anything else I was going to start? Seems like what's this one? Oh yeah, I'm thinking of doing this one too. I have a burst sampler for the baby that is a frosted pumpkin that I finished. Here we go. But I really like this JBW one. It's called Now I Know My ABCs. And this is one of the first charts I ever bought. So I bought this at the cross stitch store that used to be open when I was still knitting, and a friend of mine was doing cross stitch, and so she dragged me in there one day and I bought this one. And I was choking because it was $12.50. And but it comes with a bunch of buttons. Oh, I also found my copy of Sarah Bergier, and it's the hats one, and it used to be like Queen of the May, limited edition. Like mine says limited edition and all this stuff, but it was later reprinted anyway. And I was like, how much did those used to be? $25, which I thought was a fortune at the time, which was probably 2018. So I'm not starting that one anytime soon. But I just wondered, because when I see they're like $36 now for hats, I'm like, I wonder what they used to be when I thought they were so expensive. Okay, I think that's it. The only other thing I have in here, just happens to be in here, is Stitch Cards by Lori Holt. I'd love these to be little smalls. So cute. And I think that's it. I'm gonna be doing some more babysitting. Cracks me up. I have these little, at my farm, my Fisher Price farm is sitting here. Look, Dawn, Frosty X Stitch. It's a pig. She has a floss tube too. I think that's it. Hi Cheryl, hi Kim. Kim's the one who told me, can't you make a floss tube? So here we go. Cheryl got her boot off today. So congratulations, Cheryl. And I think that's all. Happy stitching, everyone. Tell me what you've been working on. I like to go look it up, or tell me your Instagram, or if you have a floss tube, definitely tell me that. I keep forgetting to say that, but I always mean to say that because I want to see your stuff, and it's really great to see it on a floss tube. Krista, the Wildflower Stitcher, she has a new floss tube, so hopefully she'll make another one sometime soon. Like, she's a new floss tuber. I don't think she has a new one out. So that's it. Happy stitching. Thanks for watching.